Next up, we have to remove the inner liner. There are little plastic set nuts. Inner liner removed. And once the fender liner is removed, the side skirt can be removed. This is generally the best practice for doing this. Now, in most of these cars of this age, the clip is generally no longer present. Coming out very easily, as you can see there. Reattach that clip. Hopefully it will stay. That is held up on the front layer with plastic nut. Raise the car up a little higher. Remove this, there's a couple more plastic rib nuts, and then a couple Phillips head screwdrivers on a little panel. Another tedious part of this. side screwed. I know some folks say you don't have to do it, but it makes it a little less messy when you get to the oil drain plug in the tank. There it is. Inside, we'll move the camera over to that little spot so you folks can see. A lot of folks don't fully remove this, but I am going to. There's a little Phillips head screwdriver here, which is very tight to get to. Put the wheel on the vehicle. And the clip was broken on the second one here, just like the other side, so the side skirt is actually ready to come off the vehicle. As you can see, side skirt off. We're just going to slide that out of the way. I will put the clip in a few minutes. And we're going to remove the drain plug. This is a 15mm socket. It's in there pretty tight, so get there, loosen it by hand. Here's where we're gonna make a mess. You can see the oil on my vehicle is fairly clean. Hopefully we don't fill up this little pan. It's getting questionable. Clean off this drain hood. Get a clean towel. And I'm gonna remove the new crush washer. You get a new one with the kit. Make sure to put on a new one every time. The new crush washer. Sit that on there. There's a new rubber O-ring for the drain plug as well. See here, old O-ring removed. Put the old one to the side. Bring the new O-ring on. A little bit of oil just to make the installation a little easier for you. There we go. Put everything in place. Letting the oil continue to drain. At this point, we'll remove the old filter as well. These are sometimes on really tight. This one that I have here is a cramping style, and you loosening will grab on. Sometimes you gotta persuade them a little bit, get those teeth gripping. And I believe she's loose enough now where I'll be able to undo it by hand. You have a look up there as the oil filter. There's a little tab that's slightly in the way of doing this. So you gotta after some persuasion, it comes loose and you get more oil all over your lift and everything else. Why not? Yeah. A new small filter, just like one on there. Remember to remove the plastic cap that's on them from shipping to the factory. You'd have a bad time if you left that on there. Getting a little oil for the your rubber gasket on the oil filter. Just rubbing that around. Make sure to put this on perfectly straight and not cross-threaded. Get your screw on and torque to 20 Newton meters. Now this is a little difficult to get the torque sequence on because, well, you don't have a perfect wrench for this. getting the oil from there. And at this point, putting in the oil drain plug with the new crush washer and gasket. Be sure to put that on nice and straight. There's a bit of oil everywhere from as you undo the oil filter. Making sure that's on tight, straight. And then we're going to take a short break and get the torque wrench for the drain plug. We got the oil drain plug. We're going to torque that to 37 foot-pounds. And there we go. That part of the job is done. Now we need to move over to the other end of the car and remove the crankcase drain plug and heat exchangers to get to the second oil filter. We're gonna take a break while we're lifting up the vehicle. Now we're taking off the crankcase bolt. Here's this is a very tight space with this heat exchanger on. We're going to get a wrench. When we go to torque that, we'll figure out what the best course of action is. And remember to do a new crush washer on this as well. Probably should have taken the heat exchanger off, but we'll drain the oil slowly. Get a look at the magnet. There's no metal on that, which is a very good sign. This oil is very clean. Changing the oil due to age rather than mileage. cleaning up some of the excess oil that is dripped from somewhere. We're going to 993. They've all been known to leak at some point. This one is no different. Removal of the second oil filter is a bit of a challenge to get to. If we come around this side, you can see it up in there. Right up in there. You gotta remove that oil line right there to move it out of the way. So, what we're working on right now. And we need a 15mm socket for that. Some oil will come out of that because it's fine from the tank. The rubber hose to the other end of this metal hard line that you can turn this out of the way. Have the bolt removed for that oil line now. We're gonna wheel that out. Bring it in a little more persuasion. Yeah. This is difficult to get off. We're gonna try the old screwdriver in the filter. And this is why shops charge hundreds of dollars to do this, because it is a pain in the ass.